we actually have a bit of a video we can play in the pause time. Lucky you and I, John, we're pause experts. We're quite used to it. But we do have a nice video with Dendi. We asked him how you can tell if you're winning a game. Let's hear from Dendi.
Like, I think you can say that you're winning the game when you taking control of the map, like, because you're locking down your enemy and you can just out-farm them, take all the Russians, and safely try to push high ground. So, but of course, there is, like, as I said, it's connected to the drafts. So if drafts are very, like, different, it can happen that like there is always a comeback situations, maybe some skewer backs to fountain, I don't know, hooks into the base. It's hard to push high ground. There is no tower damage, let's say, or whatever. Like, a lot of things can happen. So yeah, I would say the control of the map is when you feel that you're probably gonna win the game.
Thank you very much for that. Of course, you heard from Dendi. Control the map, Jonathan. That is key.
Yeah, and that has been something we've seen a lot of teams do, right? When they're winning, they just hold off the enemy team, ensure that no farm's coming through. Even if they can't siege high ground, as long as the enemy team isn't farming, you're going to outscale them, you're going to have more items, you're going to hit your talent spikes earlier than the opposing team. So it's all about map control. Play for objectives, play for the map. You know, it is a strategy game at the end of the day. Take away the resources and you'll do good.
Absolutely. Very, very important. Thiuth kind of running around as 5 right now, John. Maybe looking for a first blood opportunity. Their level 1 timing's quite strong with this kind of draft, so would love to start a fight if they could. Maybe at the top side they will have a chance, but there's only 2 heroes left here from Thiuth. In fact, they could be the ones in trouble. Napkin's going to be a little bit cautious because Lowdyne was waiting behind the tree line. Light Strike Array is going to land. They should have enough follow-up. They don't go for the Melodic, though. They'll go for the cask instead. Napkin's still going for a run. Do they have enough damage? It seems like they will. Dendi to take the first kill. You really couldn't have asked for a better start on this mid-witch stop.
Yeah, that's the kind of start you want to see coming out here for Dendi. His lane matchup is going to be pretty interesting as well up against Esk. I mean, you do have mobility plays for Esk. You can get on top of the Witch Doctor as long as the cask is down, but as the levels go up, that cooldown goes lower and lower, and then you can start to fight back. You know, as a primal beast, you do want to be aggressive. That means you're going to take some hits, and that means the Maledict is going to be really effective once Dendi does have it up.
Certainly is. Of course, we've seen this mid-witch doctor before from Dendi. I don't believe they won that game, if I remember correctly, but it was still very, very potent. We'll see if he can have a bit of a repeat performance here today. What about those side lanes? What's going up at top? There's a Stonebank on that pos 1 Lina. Lowdyne going to be there to support him. Obviously, the Lina Clockwork, a pretty strong combo. They are going to move in onto Napkin, who's trying to trade with the Clockwork. You are going to have 9 right behind Napkin. But what I was saying, John, is this Clockwork Lina, it's quite potent, right? Because you get a Cogs off with a Battery Assault, and then Stonebank has just the freest time in the world of just hitting whoever's stuck in the Cogs.
Yeah, you're very happy as a Lina if you have this sort of melee support that just goes up, gets a stun, gets set up, and cops all the damage for you. Like, Thiuth are trying to just lay into Lowdyne, but he's ready. He's got a good amount of tangos. He's copying all the spells coming out from 9. He's ensuring Stonebank is just freely farming in this lane with 4 denies, cutting off the EXP gain Napkin desperately needs. So you've set up some good conditions here for Bait to have a lot of success in the top lane. For the side of Thiuth, the big timing is definitely level 6. Once you do get that duel into the Mystic Flare, whether or not 9 will have that synced up with Napkin, probably not, as the support will give way for the Legion Commander to get some solo EXP. But that is the key timing. I mean, you could still play aggressive in that lane. It's just really hard to gap close onto a Lina if a Clockwork's there. And if you do find a Clockwork kill, then you're just giving Lina space. Still win-win for Bait.
Absolutely. So I think Lowdyne's going to have a great time anyway, because he's against a Skyrath mage. Like, you catch a Skyrath at it, it's just going to melt. Very, very fun for the Clock to play against. What about that bottom lane? What's going on there? Funnick and Moose going to be up against Sunset and, of course, Lamey. I mean, I suppose there is some decent kill potential here from the Radiant end of things. CK obviously just hits like an absolute truck at the earlier levels. Then again, I suppose the same could be said for Funnick and this Ricky. They do make a jump in. Funnick taking a fair bit of damage. Cookie will not land. Lamey will go for a bit of a chase, but eventually does give up on it. And Lamey somehow ends up coming out with more damage taken than Funnick did.
Yeah, you do have to be a bit careful about the magical nuke coming out here from Funnick. There is a lot that can come true, but the big power spike for Lamey is level 3. And if they can play around with a Frost Shield, get some good Reality Rift and Chaos Bolts off, a couple of lucky Chaos Strikes can net a very big kill. And that's the big spike for them. Moose is going to be a really easy target to go for if they can jump in on him after seeing him commit the blink strikes. And it wouldn't take too long to melt that Riki at the least here.
Certainly would not. Currently only 1 kill across the map so far. Of course, we saw that first blood very early on. Has been a few attempts here from Lowdyne to catch 9 out, and we might actually see one again. 9. Well, he's not going to pop the battery assault. Instead, maybe trying to go after Napkin. Looks like Stonebank has a pretty big creep wave around him, though, so it doesn't really want to go for the fight. Mid lane's been pretty calm. Looks like Esk has been taking a fair bit of damage out from Dendi, and it's kind of one of the strengths about this mid Witch Doctor, right? Like, this Maledict is actually really, really hurtful to pretty much any hero, and you get that Maledict on, you get a nice cast off like this, a bit of right-click damage. Esk, he's not going to die from this, but just the way the Maledict damage stacks up, it's not very fun.
Nah, it doesn't feel great. They're isolating Napkin really nicely here as well. Every single time 9 walks off just a little bit, there's room for Lowdyne and Stonebank to make a play, and there's no threat coming out from Thiuth to stop it. And just look at Stonebank's damage.
9 gets trapped up in the cogs, just completely out of position. He's getting a little bit too excited there on the Skywrath, and he will get punished. Lowdyne just needing to cogs him up. Very simple.
It's just having this Lina +1. I mean, just having that hold on such a squishy hero makes it so easy to look for that kill. And Esk in a bit of a troubling spot. That's enough damage.
Yeah, the cast flew right back to Esk. He's going to try and tango up and heal through this, and looks like he might just make it. He's got his bottle up as well, completely full. Maybe another right click would have done the job there for Dendi, but doesn't quite get it. Nevertheless, Esk, he's not having a very good mid lane.
Nah, it just goes back to what we said. Witch Doctor enjoys being up against heroes that just want to come up, and at least this time around he does manage to get the onslaught off, but as you mentioned, full bottle now empty. No water room to pick up. Dendi could just throw Maledict and probably look for that kill once the cask is back up, and Esk has no counterplay.
Oh, he's got level 5 very soon. I think that's what Dendi's waiting for here. Hit the level 5 mark, get the level 3 or even the level 3 cask. Maledict is there, never mind the level 5. Esk just has to run. In fact, yes, TP. Meanwhile, top lane, Napkin has dropped. Esk will barely survive because he did go for the TP back towards the fountain. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they are trying onto Sunset. Moose also being chased down here by Lamy. Moose going to be just fine to survive. Funnick still chasing Sunset. We'll find a killer. Now Lamy needs to back the hell out of there. There's a lot of burst damage out from Funnick that can be thrown out. And Lamy, he's got no play here. He's got Rift up, but that's about all he's got. Bait just completely destroying the side of Thiuth in this laning stage.
And they're just crushing every single lane. All of it going according to plan for Bait. Strong start for Funnick. Just the burst damage on hand coming down from bot. And the fact that Thiuth, they split up. You need to play as a unit when you've got this Lich plus CK. Your aggression comes from working together, layering that Frost Shield along with a Frost Blast, getting some slows off, and tying that in with the physical output of Lamy. But it's not connecting. They split off every time.
Napkin, again being chased down top side, but he's going to be able to escape the cogs before the LSA would come through. But you look at Nap, I mean, he's getting nothing out of this top lane. He's got 21 CS, which isn't too bad. But he is really struggling to find that CS. Stonebank's just complete free farm at the moment. Small cap was pulled as well by Lowdyne, so he's not going to find that either. Meanwhile, mid lane, Nine's going to rotate on the Skywrath Mage to try and get something done, but just a casual concussive shot being thrown out. Back towards that top lane, Lowdyne being chased by Napkin. They're just fighting over this small cap. It's like Napkin will be able to get something out of this. But again, so far a pretty terrible start for Thiuth.
Yeah, not quite what they're looking for coming out from the laning phase. Their big spikes hinge on the level 6 combos, just playing with that Mystic Flare. That's where your pickoff really comes in, trying to buy space out for Lamy. At least your CK is, farming decent enough farm, despite the deaths down bot, and they're trying to get aggressive again.
Funnick. Bottom lane is kind of being jumped right now. TP away is going to be enough. Looks like Napkin's going to be fine top lane. Just runs away, has the creep wave behind him. Now Nine's in the mid lane. I mean, he is level 2, so he does need a bit of XP on this Skywrath. It's almost 7 minutes in.
If he's not careful, he could just die. He does have the Ancient Seal at least to stop that Death Ward from coming through, but even just the cask pounds with Maledict and a couple of right clicks, you don't really have armor on that.
Oh no.
So you can just melt them, and yeah, Esk. I mean, he TP down bot, he pops his bottled up invis, and he's not able to really find anything yet.
No.
He's not even level 6 yet.
No.
Just needs a creep.
No, he's not. They know exactly where he is. They know he's somewhere around bot. Here comes Dendi. They want the CK. Onslaught's going to help just a little bit, but not too much. Luckily for them, Casper's already committed, so Esk is not going to get caught in the primal. Because we all know, with the damage of this Death Ward, you don't need much time to take this this primal out. Meanwhile, top lane, Napkin gets deleted by Stonebank.
Yeah, I mean, the LC is not a hero that you can really leave in this matchup. It just... You have so much more range on Stonebank, you can keep harassing out. Lodine's tanky enough that we've seen him just run up to Napkin, not care in the world, and just harass him out of that lane.
9? I mean, they're trying to protect the Illusion Rune. It's not really that worth it. Dendi, Death Ward dropped. 9, just gonna die to Lodine with a right click. And they don't get the rune anyway. Now Esk is in trouble. You can't farm there anymore, so it is not safe. Even without the cask, it's just not enough. It's not safe enough.
No, he's backing right off. He does have the pulverize ready, but he doesn't have anyone to connect with. He's the only one at level 6 at this point from all of his course even.
Well, they're bringing 9 in. Bottom lane, Funnick's kind of being jumped. In fact, never mind, Lamey's the one being jumped. Back into the mid lane. No, wait, Sunset may go down here. Action all across the map. Raindrops will save the day for Sunset. Mid lane. They are trying to make a play here from Thiuth. Death Ward is back up in 15 seconds, so Dendi will be soon welcoming that kind of gank attempt. I mean, I kind of question why 9's even here, John. He's level 3. Ancient Seal is pretty much all he kind of adds here, and here we go. They don't even need the Death Ward. He might just be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Death Ward out on 9. 9 will barely survive. Esk with the TP up, may make it through the fountain region and does, but 9 will drop. You didn't even get the Ancient Seal off.
No. At the least, you save your Primal Beast. You know, you buy him some space to TP home, but it's giving so much. 0-10. Have we seen this scoreline before? F10K betters. Feeling great. Of course, our esportsbet.io odds as well. I'm not sure how it favored. As far as I know, this matchup should have been 50-50, so very close
Not
odds,
right now,
but that should have shifted. What
4.12 to 1.22 the favor of bait.
Yeah.
Any deposit bonuses, Jonathan?
Yeah, you've got a 50%, the first time deposit bonus there on esportsbet.io as well, so check it out if you would want to. With these kinds of odds as well, I mean, 0-10, 4K up. We have not seen this in the entire TFT NA DPC.
Which is saying something.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Shopify Rebellion play against, you know, some of these quote-unquote weaker teams, and even they haven't gone 0-10.
Top side, well, maybe you just jinxed them. Stonebank gets caught out. Still alive, just barely. Oh, hold on a minute.
No way.
Hold on a minute. Never mind what I said. There's no jinx happening today.
Oh my god. Oh my, they almost had him. I was gonna say Stonebank was griefing bait, but nah, it's all a bait.
Mid lane, Sunset trying to get out. Oh, Lodine, he doesn't check the proper tree line. Never mind, doesn't matter. Melodic will get the job done. TP means nothing.
That's a 10-minute blink for Dendi with brown boots and bottle. Very good timing on him. And he's just ready to make plays now. It's what we said. You know, Dendi just goes off to the start, connects with Moose. And then this is the insanity we saw last night when Dendi brought this mid-Witch Doctor out, right? It just fits his playstyle. Fear mentioned this, I think, in the green room at some point when we were talking about this pickup. It just suits him. Blink, sort of mid. First item, Blink, kind of mid that just makes plays. Dendi just shines on it. And he is still a fantastic mid when he gets to play the way he wants to.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw the cheeky little replay of that Stonebank fight that just happened. I'm not going to say Lena's broken in that instance. That was, I want to say, unfortunate for Thiuth. That's what I want to say. Lamey, Hook, not going to land. Lodine just off the mark, but Cookie's there. It won't matter. With the Melodic, oh, hold on a minute. Scatterblast off the mark, but doesn't matter. So much damage, more than enough to take him out, and they'll try and trade tier 1s now on either side of the map.
You don't mind trading top tier 1
Oh,
for
maybe
baits,
they do.
and Dendi might want to fight. Blink reveal.
No Death Ward, but they blink in with a Melodic. Smokescreen is there as well to back him up. Cogs to push him right back. I dare you to duel right now, Napkin. Do it.
No way you would.
I mean, he might.
Dendi found the kill. Dendi got the duel damage.
Yes, he did. Moose.
Oh my god.
Moose is going to go for a run. Dust is there. They've got the gaze. They'll block him down. I knew it. I play all siege, and I know when they're going to duel.
You're a sicko. You go for it. You'd go for that, and you'd bleed out 10.
No, I wouldn't do it. But I know the mindset. I understand the mindset.
Oh my god. I mean, the worst thing is, yeah, they found the kills, but they got denied in the tower. He didn't even hit the tower. He could have just hit the tower, get the gold. Got denied.
That was a brilliant moment.
So, Bait, I mean, they're still in a good position. 3-15, another smoke out. Death Ward ready for Dendi. 10 bonus damage from the duel.
Amazing.
What more could you ask for in this hero?
Maybe 20 bonus damage, John. You never know.
What would he even do with dual damage? He used Death Ward anyway. Can you imagine if it took bonus damage from the hero, though?
He's been right-clicking, John. Dendi's been putting a few right-clicks in.
Fair, fair. This is useful for the Maledict. Yes.
You know, gets caught out. They have a Death Ward if they want it. Yes. I mean, you just can't get away. The cask is so broken. If you can find it around creeps, it is so busted.
Oh, it is. That it is. And it gets worse at level 15, of course. +2 cask bounces for whatever reason. Very nice.
Very good.
I miss playing this hero on support. It doesn't feel the same. You know, this kind of Witch Doctor is what you dream of doing as a support, but you just never do. You do stuff in lane. Dendi showing us just how broken this hero is. Unlocked as a core. It's funny too, because this is something we used to see a lot in NA. I mean, not as a mid, but you know, as a support. Div 2 NA absolutely loved this in the first tour cycle. Right? We saw it almost every other game. And here Dendi does, coming into NA, bring it back on mid.
I love it. I love it. I mean, I talked trash about it on panel when we first saw Mid Witch Doctor, but I take everything back that I said. I love it. Big smoke up from Thiuth. Bait on the high ground. Thiuth, I mean, they've got a blink up on Napkin. They really haven't got anything else, but they've got a blink. So they're going to make the jump in onto Lodine. Guess who's right behind him, though? Dendi, he'll get his Death Ward cancelled off. It looks like finally Thiuth. They will find a successful team fight. Even finding Stonebank at the backside. But they can't kill him. He's going to be okay. Napkin survives through it as well. Moose still sticking around, but won't be able to do anything about this.
Oh, Phonic has a really early Ags here as well, 15 minutes in. Full Ags with Arcane Rune, Arcane Boots. So you do have the gobble up plays. Do you just gobble up Dendi? Toss that Witch Doctor right in front. Get the spells off.
I think the actual play is tossing moves, and he just smoke screens.
That's
even
true.
Even the clockwork. Just get a cogs on.
Yeah, I mean, you have so much control with any of these heroes you spit out. Outside of Lina, I think gobbling up Stonebank would be griefing. I mean, maybe not once you have enough items, you know. We've seen what Lina can do with farm anyway.
Sunset. Bye-bye, Sunset. He doesn't even need to right-click him at this point, though. Dendi may have gone too far. There's a duel out. Mystic Flare to follow. Lodine going to try and get something out of this LC. Meanwhile, Moose has been caught out with the Pulverize, but Esk still having a great old time. Moose will drop. And Bait, well, suddenly kind of losing a few team fights. Sunset even willing to throw a tip over.
Oh, all right.
Spicy.
Very spicy. Tip back from Dendi. Oh, of course, PMA.
Everyone's got this damn voice.
Yeah, it's
Everyone's
just too
got
good. It's too good. I forgot to get it, unfortunately. I'm an idiot. So I don't have it for my pubs.
I didn't buy it because I was so mad. I heard it the first time. I was like, damn it, I'm not making any money.
Yep. That's the way it goes, Mikey. Still another smoke out here from Bait. Ready to go. They've got the shards up on Moose. So it's a lot easier to find these pickoffs, and Napkin might be their target.
Gobble up. Oh, Lodine. They just threw Lodine to his death. Oh, another duel out. That's a good one. They found Dendi once again. A big cookie scatter blast though, and Dendi, he might be able to turn it now. Stonebank is there with the Light Strike Array. Same place, different result. Sunset probably regretting that tip right now. So he does get taken down. You know, I usually say Roshan's open. I don't know if they can actually take it. But they can take the life of the CKs. They still have the Death Ward. There is no running. Triple kill for Stonebank. Into Roshan they go.
I mean, what do you mean they can't take it? They've got Stonebank Lina.
Right.
And it's still Lina. It's still going to take these objectives rather fast. The side of Thiuth, this is a bit of a back and forth bloodbath. Some fights, maybe Bait goes a little bit too far forward. Maybe Dendi jumps the wrong target. The other times, Thiuth jumps the wrong target as well. So it's a lot of just messy engagements, kind of just trying to see who jumps who first. And now you have Dendi with travels and Aegis up. He just wants to be everywhere.
Oh, another sleeping dart. The Ricky having a great old time now, just setting up everything for his team. They'll try to heal him up a little bit. Hook shot's way off the mark from Lowdine. I suppose to be fair, he probably couldn't see the LC very well. Nine's still probably going to tick out here and does eventually go down. So 7-23, 9k advantage for Bait. This is arguably one of the best positions they've been in any game of the NA DPC this 2-1. All they've really got to do is just keep it up.
Yeah, just keep building up, ensure that Stonebank isn't getting jumped, and, well, Stonebank is nearly double the next enemy core to him. He's 12k, and we're at 6.7k for Laney, so...
Jump in. Lowdine. Oh, here comes Moose to try and help out. It's a nice setup, back on a sunset, and he'll get blown up. Lamey not looking too healthy either. Moose will just chase him down. Dendi, I mean, they pop the Melodic, it doesn't matter. Moose just gets the kill. This is a rough game for a CK, man. It's not fun.
I think he toggled off there as well in the armlet. Like, we saw Dendi come in with a death ward. He didn't even die from that. He just toggled off as Moose did a little bit more damage coming out there. So do have a little quick pause. 7-25, 10k up for Bait. This is not looking too sharp for Thiuth. Their way back in is... I don't even know if you could say a CK Ultra farmed is a way back in up against Lina. Theoretically, it could be once you hit your level 20, I guess. Reality Rift the Lina back and isolate her, but I don't know if that's enough. Once you hit the BKB timing and a Satanic really, for Stonebank, I'm not sure if you can really actually burst him down fast enough. He's just got a lot of protection. He is actually going for the Lincolns on the Lina. So looking for some protection from that pullback down line, looking for protection from the duel, anything else that might pin him down. And Bait just going to keep that aggression up, keep smoking.
Here we go. Down towards the bot lane. Sunset. You got a tip ready, sir? You might need it. Let's just put to sleep. They gobble it. Oh, hold on a minute. Lowdine's on the...
What? Okay.
Oh, I guess
All
he can fly off.
All right.
He can fly off. It's all right. They're just trolling at this point. Bottom lane, who have they got? It's going to be Stonebank, but they don't have anything like a Blade Mail. Stonebank can easily do the damage against Napkin, as Napkin will get chased down. Funnick, he does find 9. Napkin, oh no.
Yeah.
Your first reaction, once seeing a Witch Doctor, John, is not TP.
Yeah, it's a rough one. Bait cleaning up again. Good moves out from their smoke.
Moose. Oh, it's going to find Lamey. Just needs +1. Stonebank is incoming. Lamey has no idea this is happening. Sleeping dart out. Stonebank should be there with the follow-up stun. There's just no escape. There's no escape. He's going to try an Arblet toggle, but there's no way.
No. Lina's too balanced, too many right clicks, too many projectiles coming out. Can't really toggle through that. It's actually so hilarious how that happens at 20 minutes in. The right click's too fast.
Yeah.
And something not like a troll. 9? No mana on Lowdine, so no big threats yet. But 7-29. Again, we've not seen scorelines like this outside of, I guess, very specific Shopify Rebellion lineup. So Bait coming out of the gate strong here in game 1. And just maintaining that. They've got great win conditions. They've hit their timings. They're playing in that bot jungle, shutting out Thiuth from any angles to farm back up. And they're just ensuring that Thiuth, their path back in this game is difficult, to say the least. BKB up and Esk. They're going to try to play around that.
Here we go. Who can they find? Bottom lane, Funnick is there. I mean, that's a decent pick-off for them right now. Funnick, no idea this is incoming. Jewel is out. They surely have the damage here. They do.
No dual win, though.
No dual win.
Unfortunate.
Hookshot is out as well. Lowdine. Cogs out onto Napkin. Light Strike Array will be there to follow up. LC is just going to drop. 9, not going to make it out either. And the thing was as well with that duel, they saved the Mystic Flare. I suppose they assumed they'd have enough damage to just get the duel win, but maybe they just needed to commit it.
It feels like they should have, you know, just keep building up on Napkin, trying to get the duels up. Then again, missing out in level 1 duel, probably not the worst thing in the world. Once you hit level 12, it feels a lot worse to miss 28 bonus damage, but at this point, you're kind of all right with it. Not not the end of the world. Still, those losses lead to a huge push coming out just from Stonebank. Has his full Lincoln's up with the BKB. Harder to catch him out. And
yeah, there's your Voodoo switcheroo on Sunset. Hands up, he knows he's gone. Gobble up, perfect as well from Funnick. Right on target. Tips out for Funnick. He had no vision for that. And that's going to be Lamey gone again. I mean, this CK is having such a bad time.
yeah,
There's no space.
It's not farming. And they're still keeping the aggression. Stonebank, so confident, just running around that jungle by himself on the hunt with Lodine. The side of Bait, I mean, they've really gone back to what Dendi said, right? Just control the map. If you're crushing the map, then you're winning.
Yeah.
And in very clear terms right now, 8-33, 14k up for Bait. They are definitely winning. Our odds from esportsbet.io, I'm pretty sure it's just heavily in favor of Bait at this point, if we do have an update for that. It's, yeah, I mean, I figured it would be an even match. I expected a little bit more coming out from Thiuth, but...
Hookshot is there. They've got the Primal Beast once again. Esk not going to be able to survive through this. Meanwhile, the LC going for a duel onto the clock does win this one, and he actually gets away from this. For now, though, he does move back in, and Moose has caught him. All right. So I guess just trying to pick off Stonebank as well with the overwhelming odds. Doesn't quite get there.
I love this from Dendi. He's going for the overwhelming blink.
Oh, great.
Yeah, just blink up, have some damage, immediately throw your cask maledict up, and voodoo switcheroo. And you'll probably burst him down. So, not too bad.
Gobble up, Moose. Sleeping Dart out onto Sunset. He's gone. And so is Knight. I mean, I love this combination. This is, you know, the thing is, John, where was this bait the whole tour? Like, where was this fun bait that are just playing a game? You know?
Right, like this, they actually fixed a lot of their issues in this series, in this game. Funnick's a lot more active.
Right.
Like he was farming an offlane, but the moment he got Ags, he's just all over the place. In comparison to previous games where the BKB timing didn't necessarily mean they were going to take fights. Now it's just non-stop. Like this is the bait that could have probably made so many upsets this tour, and I'm hoping this is something we see continue to rise out from them, even in the next tour. Potentially, if they do manage to stay in Div 1, this is the kind of gameplay we need to see.
Right. Smoke on smoke. 3v5 in the favor of Thiuth. Jump in, Funnick. He'll miss out on the initial cookie, but they will miss out on the initial jewel as well. And in fact, Lodine's here. Lamey trying to chase Funnick, not going to have the damage. Funnick still running, gets the gobble up play as well. Back on a Lamey. Lodine trying to run, will be just fine to do so as 9. Probably not going to make it. Look at the attack range on this Lena. He's got a Grove Bow, that's probably why. Ultra kill for Stonebank. 16-0-5 is the scoreline for Stonebank. Having a fantastic game.
Yeah, he's had all the space in the world. Bait just enabling him so much. And they're just able to take everything. 11-41. I mean, I don't... It's very hard to sniff some copium right now, Mike. It's hard to see, because the CK matchup, again, you need level 20 to maybe have some hope. Even then, it's not that big of hope, because of the timings on the CK and just how broken Lena is right now. So, I'm not sure. What I do know is, Dendi's overwhelming blink is about to be here, so
it is.
Fun times, into the Ags next.
Jump in, hook shot there. Esk just shows the map and they go immediately for the kill. At least he does have his BKB to try and get through this, but he's still taking melodic damage. And look at the right clicks coming out, man. Here we go again. Gobble up. Oh, it's perfect from Funnick. Right onto the 2. Lamey's trying to fight something. He's gone. Napkin. Napkin.
No, another win for Dendi. Another win. Oh my god.
He's got, I don't want to say this, he's got the same amount of dual damage as the LC does. Hey, you know what, John? I might make the prediction right here, right now, that he may have more than the LC by the game's end.
I can see that happening. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
I mean, this isn't even a laughing matter anymore.
No, it's just kind of sad.
Yeah.
It's just kind of sad, but I find joy in that, Mike.
Yeah, you're a sad
That's
person,
the only
John.
thing you can do in a losing game like this. All you can do is kind of laugh.
You've had a lot of those experiences, I'm
I
sure.
have had a lot. And C has trained me to just shrug it off and laugh. You know, your friend goes Ogre Magi off lane, gets a Midas by 20, shrug it off and laugh.
Weren't you the one who told me Midas Ogre was good?
Yes, it is. It is in Turbo. My caveat is always, yeah, Turbo, you pick that crap up. It's super cheap. Anything else, it's like, well, unless you're going like 5-0 in lane, then I would not necessarily recommend it. Full Octarine up for Funnick. More fun times ahead, lower cooldowns, bit better reach. He's going for his own blink, so you're going to have gobble up saves coming out here as well. And I want to see Dendi just jump in with this overwhelming blink now. Just show us the power.
Yeah. Tier 2 top tower gone. Sunset again in danger. Lamey going to try and move in onto the Lina. Looks like there is going to be another duel out. This time they've got Funnick on the Snapfire, but he's not going to die in time. And now the Light Strike Array with the hook shot, going to set everything up. Triple kill once again for Stonebeck. You know what? I don't even want to blame Napkin. I don't want to blame Napkin, right? Because I've been in these kind of games before, where I'm playing LC, and my team does so badly in every lane, right? Like, Napkin had to play against Clockwork Lina.
Yeah.
You can't blame him for losing that lane.
No.
If I was him, I'd be like, what happened to the other lanes? How am I meant to win these duels if my team can't back me up? I'm tired of blaming Napkin. I can't.
Yeah, no, it's not Napkin's fault.